Oh my god. We got 2 legendaries with double inscription. My god, hopefully they're good ones. V formation. Oh my god. This is going to be the only video that you will need to understand the whole formation system, whether it's armaments, inscriptions, whatever. At least that's the plan. We're going to start with the basics to help out the newcomers, and then we're going to get into more details and talk about the armaments and inscriptions. Then we will discuss what would a perfect armament look like, but more importantly also what would a good enough armament look like so that you feel like, okay, this is good enough, I can move on to the next one. And then of course the most fun part, we are going to open, finally, the first hoarding is completed, at least about armaments. We are going to open 343 armament chests, and hopefully I'll be able to showcase you real time how to create, well, it's not going to be most likely not the perfect armament, but a good enough armament that will make you say, okay, we can move on to the next one. Now, starting with the basics. What is the formation system and when does this become available? Once you finish your KVK1, right under the equipment, you will see this little icon and it will take you to formation page. And also, there will be a new building that you can build that is called State Forum, and that's the main building attached to formation system, but we will get into that later. We click on this icon and go to this page. Now, as you can see in here, we have 1 big circle in the middle and 4 little ones. If we click on the big one, it will ask us to select our formation. Now, just like equipment, some formations make sense for some commanders and some are just simply useless. For example, this one that's called wedge formation, the user's troop deals 5% more skill damage, so it's going to increase the skill damage of your march by 5%. But if we go to this one, for example, line formation, it increases the gathering speed. So using this one on Minamoto doesn't make any sense. The best one I can choose for Minamoto in this example is clearly the wedge formation. You can take a look at each formation one by one. They all have different bonuses. I'm not going to do it in this video. But for anyone who is wondering, right now the formations for the most popular marches from each troop type, which is for infantry, it's William Wallace Duce, and the best formation for them is going to be Arch because it increases 5% the normal damage, and normal damage also increases the smite damage. For Zhuge and Herman, that is your archer march, it is wedge, and also for your cavalry march, whether it's Nevsky Joan or whole cubing Joan, doesn't matter, again it's going to be the wedge formation. So we selected wedge and we're going to click on choose. The next thing that we're going to do is filling these circles with something called armaments, and you can equip 4 armaments for each formation. Let's click on this one, for example. As you can see, these are my available formations for this armament slot and wedge formation. Let's choose the legendary one, and for this slot, this is the only thing that I have, and this is going to be the final one. Now, as you can see, each slot equipped with an armament, and on the right, you can see all the bonuses that you get from every single armament. Of course, regarding the armaments, what you want to do is if you have multiple options, you are going to select the best one. And to do that, you can simply go back. This is the selected armament. We're going to click on compare, and this is the other one that I have. So the one on the left gives cavalry attack, cavalry defense. The one on the right doesn't give any cavalry stats, but it does have something called inscription. These inscriptions are going to give you extra stats / bonuses, and there are a lot of them. Let's go back and click on this little icon that says Codex. Now here you can see the formations, and right under them we have the armaments for that specific formation. Let's stick to the wedge for now. We click on the first one. These are all the possible inscriptions for this armament slot, and these are, as you can see, different, and different. So all 4 different armaments, as I said, has different inscriptions. And inscriptions has 3, again, different tiers. Special inscription, which is the best and the rarest one. Rare inscription is the second best inscription, and as you can tell by the name of it, it is rare, and the rest of it, the white ones, called normal inscriptions. However, not all normal inscriptions are also created equal. Because if we take a look at combo, for example, whenever the wielder's troop uses an active skill, it gains 8% bonus to all type of skill damage dealt for 3 seconds, cooldown 5 seconds. It is amazing because it's going to boost the skill damage of your secondary commander in your march by 8%. But if we take a look at Hurried, the wielder troops gains 15% bonus march speed for 10 seconds after leaving battle. I mean, obviously it will be useful in some specific cases, but compared to this one, this is just totally useless. It is important to know that not all inscriptions are created equally, because once you get an armament, if you get an armament with an inscription, before you celebrate, you need to check the bonuses of that inscription to make sure that it is not a completely useless one. Let's take a look at this armament slot as well to understand inscriptions a little bit more. So the special one is Intrepid. Wielder's troop gains 10% boost to skill damage. Perfect. Focus Fire, the rare one, is very similar. It's just a little bit worse, right? It is 4% instead of 10%. And take a look at the rare ones. Artesian, for example, Builder's Troop deals 3% more skill damage of all time. So it's similar to Focus Fire. But if we take a look at Haste, for example, increase the march speed of the Builder's Troop by 2.5%. It could be good on some marches, but for your cavalry march, right now I'm talking about Minamoto, it is going to be pretty useless because cavalry is already super fast. Now, let's go back and talk about how do you get these armaments in the first place, and this way we can also mention State Forum. Once this whole formation system becomes available in your kingdom, you'll be able to build State Forum. And in this building, every day, you can do two different actions. Number one, you can dispatch your troops, which is either going to give you some armaments or Sage Testimonies, and this is the unique item that you need to upgrade your State Forum. Think about it similar to your Castle and Book of Covenants. So you need Sage Testimonies to upgrade your State Forum. You can either get these, or you can get these armaments. Once you complete 15 dispatches in total, you'll be able to unlock this special chest, and it can contain very strong armaments or a lot of Sage Testimonies. And from here you can select which formations that you're gonna get the armaments for. For example, I selected V formation, Arch formation, and Wedge formation. I selected Arch for a future infantry investment because it increases smite damage. Wedge will be the perfect one for our cavalry and archer marches. And for the last slot, I went with the V formation because in future we might invest on a range march, and V formation allows your troops to attack from a distance. The second thing that you can do on your State Forum is to just travel. You will simply select the commander from the top line because every day it's going to ask you to travel with certain type of commanders. And if you do it, your chances to getting a good armament is going to, at least I say, is going to be higher. So for example, let's say we select Genghis Khan, and when you click on travel, you're gonna get some armaments. It could be legendary, epic, or just regular rare armaments. On top of that, of course, there are a lot of different ways for you to get formation choice chest, which is going to give you armaments, whether it's an event or spending, whatever. But keep in mind that once you upgrade it, you will increase your daily travel chances, and also at 10 you will unlock dispatches, and once you get it all the way to level 25, you'll get 20 daily travel chances and 8 daily dispatches. So my advice is, once this whole armament system is available in your kingdom, make sure to get the State Forum to level 10 as soon as possible so that you can do your daily dispatches. Now with the State Forum out of the way, we can discuss this Armament Shop. Once you get an armament, you can recycle it, and depending on the rarity of it, you will either get silver coins or gold coins. With silver coins, you can purchase more Sage Testimonies so that you can upgrade your State Forum faster. You can get blue formation choice chest, epic formation choice chest, or transmutation stones. We will get into that later. From the superior shop, which is where you spend your gold coins, once you have 180, you will use it to get this inscription shard chest. You can either get transmission stones or one inscription shard, and with those inscription shards, you will be able to purchase one of the inscriptions from this shop, but it's going to take quite a while until you can. So you don't need to worry about it right now, but just know that even if you get a legendary inscription but it is useless for you, you'll still get some value because you can recycle it, turn it into some coins, and when you have 180, buy the chest and slowly work towards the inscription of your choice. Now let's go back and talk about the perfect armament. To be able to say, okay, I got the perfect armament, you need a lot of things. Number one, let's talk about this one, for example, Epics of Olympia. You need a special inscription, and I forgot to mention this, but you can get up to 2 inscriptions on one armament. So preferably you want a special one and one more, and these are only the inscriptions. And on top of that, as you can see, we have 3 slots on every single armament. You want all 3 to be related stats to your march or your commander. These stats can go up to 3.5%. So I need the special inscription, and then I need all 3 stats to be cavalry related or all damage, and I need all of those somewhere between 3 and 3.5%. That will basically be the perfect armament, but 99.9% of us will not get it. And that's why the next concept is a lot more important, and it's the good enough armament. When can you say, okay, my armament is good enough? For example, this one is good enough, I can start working on this one. It actually depends on your competition level. For example, if you're in a D seed kingdom, C seed kingdom, I would say an armament with 1 inscription, even if it's a normal one, it needs to be a good one. Let's again say combo, for example, and triple stats for that troop type. For Minamoto, it is going to be cavalry. For Liu Che, it's going to be infantry. Or Zhuge Liang is going to be archer stats. Triple stat for that troop type, but let's say over 2%. So if you get a triple stat armament for that troop type, all 3 over 2%, and at least a good regular inscription, I would say that armament is good enough. You can start working on the next one. But if you are in a super competitive kingdom, an Imperium kingdom, high AC kingdom, and then it definitely changes. For you to be able to say, okay, I have good enough armament, you need at least a rare one, the rare inscription, and again, triple related stats for the troop type, and this time you need them to be over like 2.5% at least. So the higher your competition level is, the better your armaments needs to be for you to be able to say, okay, it is a good enough armament. Now, it's time for the fun part. We're going to open all 343 armament chests and see if we can get at least one good enough armament. Then we're going to talk about the transmutation stores. Now first we of course think about our marches, because if we click on this, it will first ask us which formation do you want this armament for. Our KVK3 is about to start. This means latest and the greatest commanders will become available. And as I've explained in the transitioning video, if you haven't watched it, I try to explain the smoothest way to transition from KVK3 to Season of Conquest. As I've explained, I'm going to invest on Joan of Arc Prime to pair with my Minamoto, and also William Wallace and Liu Che. For Minamoto and Joan March, Wedge. For William Wallace and Liu Che, it's going to be Arch. So I will need good armaments for two different formations, and that's why what I'm going to do is use half of it for Wedge and half of it for Arch formation. Let's start with the random ones first, because obviously we cannot select the formation. Boom. Okay, as you can see, we only got rare and epic armaments, not even a legendary, and these epics are quite useless. I will honestly just bulk recycle, select all, and go, so that we can get some amount of coins to get more value. 10 more. Okay, we got a legendary, but it's not the Wedge, it's not Arch, so it's going to be useless. We got one epic, which is for Arch formation, but again, no infantry stats, so we will bulk recycle again, select all, and since we have a legendary, now we get one gold coin, which is amazing. Confirm. Last 9. This is the only thing that we get that is not blue. Oh my god. So far, it's not looking good. Now, we have 6 random legendary armaments. I'm gonna go one by one. Let's see what we get. Northern Parchment. Oh my god. Like, look. It's a triple stat armament. All for cavalry, attack, defense, and health. Not diverse, right? 2.3, 2%, 1.8. But it's for Arch formation. It's not Wedge. So it's useless. Oh my god. Next one. Nope. One more. Okay, as you can see, we got a legendary armament with an inscription. It is War Flames, but it's a circle formation. It doesn't matter. The wielder's troop deals 1% extra damage. That is great. But the formation is useless. So unfortunately, we will recycle that as well. Useless again. As you can see, I told you, it's going to take you so long to get the not even perfect, like good enough armament. So don't worry about it if you cannot get, you know, a great armament from the get-go. Okay, we got one for Wedge finally, but all stats are really bad. Now we can start opening our formation choice chests. This means we'll be able to select the formation, so hopefully they're going to be way better. Since we will use only half of it, I will go for Wedge until we have 52 left. Oh no, these are useless. We got 2 legendaries. This can be good. I mean, at least we can use it as a placeholder until we have a better one for our future Archer March. I will definitely keep this one. And this one, unfortunately, useless. So this is the only thing that we are going to keep. And to be able to do that, we will click on this icon, which is going to lock the armament. So it's going to be impossible for us to accidentally recycle it. No legendaries and epics doesn't look very good. Again, no legendaries. We got one epic, but it does have an inscription. It's armored. It's not bad, 2.5% defense, but the stats are so bad. Now, this is the last 10 from the blues, at least for Wedge formation. And we get one legendary only, which gives 3.2% cavalry attack. It's not bad, but the rest is pretty bad. Now we are moving to the epic ones. 115. This means I will go until I have like 57 or 58. Wedge. Let's go. All epics, not even one legendary. We got one with inscription. Resistant, more counter... Nah. There is nothing. One more. Cavalry march speed, cavalry health. Again, just like the archer one, I can maybe use it until I have a better one. Let's take a look at the epics if we have good triple stats. Unfortunately not. We got 2 with inscriptions, but yeah, they're just mediocre. Oh my god. We got 2 legendaries with double inscription. My god, hopefully they're good ones. B formation. Oh my god. These are perfect for range marches, and it has 2 siege stats. But the formation is Wedge, bro. It's not V. The game is trolling me. Let's take a look at the other one. Uplifting and Fine Horse. It gains 1% bonus to all types of normal damage dealt. Fine horse, march speed of the wielder's troop. Like these are double inscriptions, but I don't think they're good, and they have no stats as well. Nope. Rip. Let's go again. Triple C stats. And these are amazing stats, but it's the wedge formation. Okay, we got 2 legendaries this time, but they are regular inscriptions. What is this one? Valiant. The wielder's troop deals 1% extra damage, but no cavalry or archer stats. The wielder's troop deals 1.5% normal damage of all types. Again, stats are pretty shit. I don't know what to say. Yeah, let's do 7. So we roughly spend half of it. Triple archer stats, but all 1%. Oh my god. More siege stats. So now we're going to move on to the legendaries. We will do it until we have 45 for wedge. Let's see. Boom. No inscriptions at all. Again, the same inscription, but no stats. We move on to the next one. Let's see. Oh my god, these are so bad. What? Come on, wedge. Cavalry march speed, cavalry defense, all damage. We can certainly use it, even though, like, march speed is pretty much useless. Okay, the rest is not even good. So I will open 4 more to leave it at 45. Let's see what we get. Anything good? Well, at least we got 1 with inscription. 10% chance to reduce the skill damage by 20%. But the stats are so bad. Okay, for wedge, we were definitely very, very unlucky. Now let's see what's going to happen for arch formation that we are going to use on our infantry march. We got armor, 2.5% extra defense. We have 1.1% defense here and health here. So definitely we can use it until we have a better one. Okay, we got 1 with inscription from the blue chest. That is amazing. Okay, so it's double infantry stats. They're not the highest. 1.7, 1.7. But it also has an inscription, which is Warflames. Troop deals 1% extra damage. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. And we can certainly use it for a while. This is the only legendary, pretty bad. And this one, none of them is good. Nothing that makes sense. Final 4 for the blues. 1.5% more skill damage. Oh no. This is useless because our infantry march is going to deal smite damage. So skill damage inscription is pretty much useless. Now, let's start the epics. Come on, we want something good. Please. Nope, these are useless, unfortunately. Okay, so double infantry stat with Swift, but these are so low. Just in case, let's just keep it if we don't have a better one. We got alert, more counter-attack damage, double infantry stats. Yep, we keep it. Unfortunately, arch formation didn't work pretty well as well. Now, finally, the legendary formation choice chest. These are the final ones that we have. I really want to showcase you how we're going to use our transmutation stones and try to build a good armament. But first, we need to get a decent one at least. So we have 1 triple stat infantry. They are super low. Like none of them is even 2%. But still, it's a triple stat, so we will lock it. Only double stats, but one of them is defense 3.3%, so it's almost max. So let's keep it as well. Okay, we got 1 with double inscription. Come on, please be something good. Please, 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 please be something good. So I can showcase like how to make the decent armament. Please, Lilith. So how about this one? What is this? 2% less damage while garrisons. We don't do garrisons or rallies. So this is the only thing that we have. The one in the middle. With double inscription, let's see if it's anything good or not. 1.5% less damage, that is really good. Extra damage to barbarians. What? This whole system is going to drive me crazy. No inscriptions at all. Maybe triple stat at least? Final 5. Let's go one by one. Useless. Useless. I don't know what to say. Useless. Useless. The final one. And again, useless. So unfortunately, we couldn't even get an armament that makes sense to use. Oh my god. So as you can see, it's not going to select the ones that are equipped on our commanders and that are locked. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to recycle all and see what we are left with. This one has a decent normal inscription at least. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to showcase how to use... Oh man, I'm so down right now. Whatever. I'm going to show you how to use the transmutation stones. Now, this armament is definitely not worth your transmutation stone. I will use only one to showcase it. So once you click on an armament, there's an option to either recycle or transmute. If you click on it, you can choose which stats that you want to lock, so they are not going to change, and which stat that you want to leave open. That means if you click on transmute, it's going to keep these two stats, but change the one on the middle that you don't want. However, if you take a look at the bottom, every time you lock a slot, it will drastically increase how many transmutation stones that you need. If I do this, it will only cost 1. If I lock 1, it costs 3. And if I lock 2, it's going to cost us 5. That is insane. We're going to probably re-roll it, and in return, we'll get something so bad. Using 1 transmutation stone, boom. But of course, you don't have to keep it, okay? We are not accepting the new attributes, so we're going to keep this one. We only wasted 1 transmutation stone for the video, it's worth it. As you can see, it says remaining 9 out of 10. After you use all your transmutation chances and you still didn't get the stats that you want, then you can use something called Transmutation Crystal to reset the remaining chances, so it's going to be again 10 out of 10. So that is how you can make your armaments good enough. But first, in the first place, you need to get one with a really good inscription so you can start working on the stats with your transmutation stones. Come on, get out of my face. Look at this. Look at these bundles. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Let's see if we get something good. Oh man, I never spend that many dollars that fast. Okay, we're gonna spend 6 for arch, 6 for wedge. This time I'm gonna start with arch. Boom. No inscriptions. Any triple stats at least that I can use? I don't know what to say. Okay, this time for wedge. We got 3 with inscriptions. Okay, let's go. Let's see. How about this one, this one, this one? These are useless. All right. Boom. Onslaught. Not bad. 1.5% more normal damage. I mean, it would be way better if it was on arch formation. But it's fine, I guess. It also has a little bit of defense for cavalry. The one in the middle. Cav defense. Again, super low. Brutal. 3.5% attack. And rebuff. Deals 2.5% more counterattack damage. It has really good cavalry health. But inscription is really bad. So, again, we couldn't get anything. But before we end the video, let's go to courier station and see what we're gonna get on this one. 1 inscription shard chest and 12 transmutation stones. My god. We could have actually get 2 inscription shards because 1 is guaranteed and the other one is one of the following. I mean, we got the maximum amount of transmutation stones, but I think I would have definitely preferred another inscription shard. Damn. At least we got 1, 7 more to go. Hope you guys liked it, hope you guys enjoyed it. I think we covered everything related to formation system. Let me know in the comment section down below if you missed anything or if you have anything to add to this video, because I want this to be the most comprehensive guide when it comes to formations, armaments, inscription, etc. I see you in the next video. Of course, subscribe for more Rise of Kingdoms videos, and goodbye.